Hello everyone, I'm Zhang Jie from Shanghai University of Finance and Economics. Now, let's explore the topic of open development together. In this section, we are going to explore something that is super relevant to our world today, open development. China's path to global partnership. While open development may sound like technical policy terminology, it encapsulates China's remarkable transformation from a less connected economy to a major global economy. It's a journey filled with visionary reforms, global collaborations, and some significant achievements. Let's start with a quick trip through time. Picture this, China in 1978. Back then, China, like a brilliant student with immense potential, had long focused inwardly. Recognizing its own capabilities and the opportunities beyond, it embarked on a journey of opening up and reform to accelerate its development. But the idea is that China does not just grow alone, it grows together with the world. China's opening up began in 1978 with the reform and opening up policy led by Deng Xiaoping. This marked a turning point in modern Chinese history, transitioning the nation from a centrally planned economy to a dynamic, market-oriented system deeply integrated into the global economy. Initial steps included launching rural reforms and establishing pioneering special economic zones, such as Shenzhen, which selectively opened regions to foreign investment. A major leap in China's global integration occurred in 2001 with its accession to the World Trade Organization. By committing to international trade rules, China unlocked massive growth in exports and foreign investment. Building on this momentum, the country launched the Belt and Road Initiative in 2013, a global infrastructure and trade network connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe. To further signal its commitment to shared global prosperity, China hosted the world's first International Import Expo in 2018. This landmark event was designed to open China's vast consumer market to international partners. Thus, China's open development strategy has evolved beyond merely tearing down walls through lowered tariffs and simplified investment regulations. It actively builds bridges, teaming up with global partners to forge expansive platforms that connect China with the world. This approach has not only brought global goods into China, but also facilitated the outward flow of Chinese ideas and innovations. The China International Import Expo serves as a real-world example of mutual benefit in trade. Unlike most trade expos that focus on exports, the CIIE flips the model. It's a national-level platform dedicated to imports, demonstrating China's commitment to opening its market to the world. The CIIE functions like a global supermarket. It gives companies from all over the world direct access to China's vast consumer base. It covers diverse sectors: automotive, healthcare, consumer goods, agriculture, services, and high-tech. Businesses showcase products at the expo and sign real trade deals. Many small and developing countries face barriers in reaching large markets like China. The CIIE provides free booths and logistical support to those countries. For example, at the CIIE, Afghan businesses sell their hand-woven wool carpets, something they could rarely do at scale before. Similarly, after Ethiopian coffee was featured at the expo, demand has surged. As a result, Ethiopian farmers' incomes doubled in some regions thanks to increased exports to China. The CIIE effectively connects global producers to Chinese consumers, while China's demand opens up new revenue streams for producers from small and developing countries. What is noteworthy is that the CIIE isn't just a one-time event. It builds lasting partnerships. Supply chains are built, logistics are streamlined, and business deals turn into long-term relationships. At multiple CIIEs, Nestle signed long-term strategic cooperation agreements with Chinese e-commerce platforms such as Jingdong.com and Alibaba's Tmall. These partnerships go beyond product sales. They include data sharing, brand localization strategies, and supply chain optimization. Chilean fruit exporters formed repeat distribution partnerships with Chinese importers and grocery chains. Now, Chile is one of China's top fruit suppliers, with seasonal logistics systems built around this relationship. With support from the CIIE, small producers build sustained supply agreements with Chinese coffee chains and roasters, opening a stable export channel into Asia's fastest-growing coffee market. Through supply chain integration, co-branding, and long-term access to online retail platforms, the CIIE plays a unique role in helping businesses transition from one-time deals to sustainable relationships. Multinational corporations like Siemens and Philips have also used the CIIE to launch new products and announce investments in China. At the Expo, these companies not only unveiled new technologies, but also signed partnership agreements, which has helped them expand their footprint in China. Meanwhile, China has simultaneously gained access to cutting-edge innovations through these collaborations. New Zealand-based cellular health brand MitoQ is taking the annual CIIE as an important event in the company's calendar. According to its CEO, the CIIE provides a platform for them to showcase their brand and establish collaborative relationships among industry peers operating in the Chinese market. MitoQ has been participating in the CIIE for 6 consecutive years since entering the China market in July 2018. And currently, China is MitoQ's largest overseas market, followed by the United States. The CIIE, as a national platform, has significantly increased visibility and industry attention for all participating companies. This international exchange also boosts China's domestic industrial upgrading, specifically by showcasing advanced machinery, medical devices, and digital solutions. The CIIE enables Chinese manufacturers to access and align with global standards. Furthermore, it fosters joint ventures, licensing agreements, and localization of production, all of which are crucial for technology transfer. The CIIE also plays a crucial role in boosting domestic consumption by giving Chinese consumers direct access to diverse, high-quality global products and services. This supports China's strategic goal of rebalancing the economy from export-led growth to a model driven by domestic demand, particularly benefiting increasingly affluent consumer segments. Products showcased at the CIIE quickly entered high-end supermarkets and online platforms, meeting the needs of consumers who prioritize quality, variety, and safety across food, fashion, healthcare, and lifestyle categories. Alibaba created a special CIIE channel on Tmall Global to promote newly introduced foreign products. Consumers could buy goods from Japan, Italy, Thailand, and beyond, often within days of their CIIE debut. Jingdong.com launched an online CIIE debut section where customers could immediately purchase items like Swiss watches, German baby food, and American vitamins. The CIIE expands the variety and sophistication of products available to consumers, improving the quality of life in sectors such as food, personal care, home appliances, and fashion. Domestic retailers and logistics providers use the event to extend international product access to China's vast lower-tier markets. Some formed partnerships at the CIIE to bring imported food, health products, and wine to offline supermarkets in smaller cities and towns. This reduces the urban-rural consumption gap and expands demand nationwide. The CIIE epitomizes China's economic development strategy of dual circulation, which means prioritizing the domestic cycle while sustaining the international cycle. The goal is to synergize the dual cycles, ensuring the domestic and international markets complement each other. Global resources bolster domestic strength, while China's vast market fuels global growth. In essence, it's about building a resilient, self-sustaining domestic economy while staying open and integrated globally. The 7th CIIE, held in 2024, attracted 3,496 exhibitors from 129 countries and regions. It saw a total of about $80.01 billion in deals. At a time when global protectionist trends are increasing, China's commitment to hosting an import-oriented expo delivers a powerful message about its openness to international commerce. The CIIE has become a trusted platform that fosters mutual prosperity beyond mere financial gains. More importantly, it highlights China's evolution from a manufacturing hub to a major global marketplace benefiting international partners. Now, let's head south from Shanghai to Southeast Asia. Let's look at the China-Laos Railway, also known as the Steel Dragon. The China-Laos Railway is a major infrastructure project connecting Kunming in China's Yunnan province to Vientiane, the capital of Laos. It's part of China's Belt and Road Initiative and began operations on December 3, 2021. The total length of the railway is 1,035 kilometers, with 422 kilometers in Laos. And the max speed of the train can reach 160 kilometers per hour. Laos, a landlocked and mountainous country, used to rely heavily on road transport. Previously, it took more than 12 hours to travel from Vientiane to the China-Laos border by road. Now, it takes less than 3 hours by train. But this isn't just a train. It's a development accelerator. It has boosted trade, especially in Laotian agricultural exports like bananas and rubber, which now reach China faster and in better condition. The variety of goods transported across the border has grown from more than 500 types to more than 3,000. The railway has handled more than 10.6 million tons of imported and exported goods since it opened, with a total value of more than $6.11 billion. Since the commencement of the China-Laos Railway construction in December 2016, the project has cultivated a group of Laotian railway engineering experts, boosting local employment and advancing technical capabilities. Before that, many locals still made a living by growing crops or hunting in this mountainous area. When the railway project began, many villagers went to apply for jobs with a Chinese company to build the tunnel. Through their participation, they acquired technical knowledge and mastered the operation of sophisticated equipment. This skill development has endowed them with a broader vision. During the 5-year construction period from 2016 to 2021, many Laotian staff members progressed to become qualified railway craftsmen. The China-Laos Railway has become both a platform for inheriting and carrying forward the bilateral friendship and a stage for Laos to achieve national prosperity and the well-being of its people. The railway also expanded the educational exchanges between China and Laos, deepening people-to-people connectivity. Key areas include vocational training, language learning, and student mobility. To support the railway, the Lao Railway Vocational Technical College in Vientiane was established with Chinese assistance. This institution provides formal degrees and tailored short-term courses for railway professionals. Additionally, many Laotian students are sent to Kunming Railway Vocational and Technical College for advanced training. The operational needs of the railway directly drive language acquisition. Laotian staff must learn Chinese for technical and operational communication. Consequently, Chinese is now widely seen as a career asset in Laos, leading to increased enrollment at Confucius institutes. Complementing this linguistic exchange, Lao language departments in Chinese universities, especially in Kunming and Nanning, have expanded. Furthermore, the number of Laotian students studying in China has grown since the railway's opening, bolstered by annual scholarships offered by the Chinese government. Major Chinese universities such as Yunnan University, Southwest Jiaotong University, and Tsinghua University have signed agreements with Laotian institutions for joint research and student exchange programs. By fostering skill building, academic exchange, and cross-cultural understanding, the railway project has become a strategic platform for long-term human capital development in Laos and strengthened people-to-people ties between the two nations. The railway has also boosted growth in the tourism sector. Offering a convenient travel option, the railway enables both locals and international tourists to explore Laos and China's scenic landscapes and sites of cultural interest. The number of Chinese visitors to Laos grew from over 45,200 in 2022 to more than 641,000 in 2023. In the first half of 2024, Chinese visitors reached 510,083, a year-on-year increase of 61%. Towns like Luang Prabang, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Laos, have seen an increase in domestic and Chinese tourists due to improved access. Also, an increasing number of travelers from Southeast Asian countries like Malaysia, Thailand, and Laos are taking the China-Laos Railway into China to visit popular destinations in Yunnan province. By the end of 2024, over 346,000 passengers from 108 countries and regions have traveled across the border on the China-Laos Railway. Among them, about 49,000 were foreign nationals. The railway has built a bridge of cultural exchange between China and neighboring countries. The China-Laos Railway has helped Laos transform from a landlocked country into a land-linked one. It is also a key link in the envisioned Pan-Asia Railway network. Once it becomes reality, the network can connect China, Laos, Thailand, and Singapore, establishing the China-Indochina Peninsular Economic Corridor. The network is forming and expanding currently. The Lao-Cai-Hanoi Haiphong Railway project connecting China and Vietnam is scheduled to begin by the end of this year. The first phase of construction of the China-Thailand high-speed railway began in December 2017. On February 4, 2025, Thailand's cabinet approved the second phase of the high-speed rail project that will connect the Southeast Asian country with China through Laos, with completion expected in 2030. These interconnected railway infrastructures will link Southeast Asia's nearly 700 million people with China's 1.4 billion people, promoting regional economic integration and generating positive spillover effects. As we wrap up, let's revisit the core idea. China's open development provides a brand new development model. The core principles of China's open development are mutual benefit. It emphasizes win-win cooperation rather than zero-sum competition. Connectivity. Collaborations are carried out through infrastructure. For example, railways and ports, trade and digital links. Inclusivity. It involves developing countries and supports their industrialization. China's open development enables unprecedented economic growth and poverty alleviation. It also makes contributions to sustainability as the China-Laos Railway cuts carbon emissions by 50% compared to road transport. More importantly, the model is a scalable one. For example, the CIIE-inspired African product exports. The China-Laos Railway approach spread to projects like Indonesia's Jakarta-Bandung high-speed rail. The development model repositions China as a key player in global governance and has given China a new kind of power, not based on force, but on connection and shared growth. We can break down the power into 3 P's: presence, active engagement in global trade; perception, being seen as a trustworthy partner; and persuasion, influencing through example, not domination. This is what makes China's open development path unique and worth studying.